Hey everyone, it's Christine here. I'm almost out of matches. I just wanted to welcome my Capricorns to this reading. I'm excited to give you your full moon reading in Virgo. Let me clear the space here in the cards. There's been a lot of energies. I can't believe the different energies I've been feeling all day today. And my dogs are they're done with me. I've been saging and using incense all day. But I want to get started. Ooh, Cappies. My caps. My South Node is in Capricorn, so I can relate. And I've always gotten along well with Capricorns. I'm an air sign, so very grounded. I'm feeling a lot of resolution with you guys. A lot of resolute action, determination. Some of you are in major transition right now in your life. I feel like, because I saw a lot of balls in the air, like juggling. It's not just balance, but I feel like a lot of you have a lot of different choices to make. Many of you are at a point in your lives where you are transitioning. Jobs, homes, physical locations. You're also changing. You could be changing the way you look and how you appear, but you're changing who you share your energies with and what you do. Some of you are getting a lot more focus on family, on connections. You're reevaluating that. I sense I sense some Libra energy too, and Venus, Taurus, Libra energy here. Some of you may have placements in either of those two signs in your chart. I am shuffling this deck really well. Like if I see some of these cards repeat themselves, I swear I will send this deck flying. No, I'm not joking around. They're meant to come, right? When they come. Let's see what messages the Moonology Oracle deck has for you for the full moon in Virgo. If I said full moon in Taurus, I apologize. I feel like I've been saying full moon in Taurus. So you got some of the Piscean energy, balance, spirituality, and practicality. This is interesting because most of my Capricorns, I do know, they're grounded. They're in earth signs. You all are very much in reality and are grounded in the here and now. But I feel like we've had massive spiritual awakenings. And for many of you, you may be undergoing this. You have maybe felt an increased need to delve into your spirituality. You are getting signs right now. I'm seeing a lot of double numbers, synchronistic numbers, like 11, 11, 22, 22, master numbers as well, 11, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. Many of you are seeing signs and you're just receiving an influx. I saw a waterfall for that. You're receiving a lot of, I'll just say, unusual things that you didn't really have before in your life. I'm sensing a good portion of you have recently awakened or are ascending in your spiritual path, in your journey. I just saw 333. Some of you are very connected to ascended masters, or you are master teachers here in this world. You have changed careers. Some of you have changed, or maybe going into some type of teaching vocation in the spiritual field or whatnot. It doesn't have to be. But I feel like I don't even need to remind you all to balance this with being grounded. Capricorns are one of the most, I was going to say earthiest signs ever, but you're very grounded. Structure and foundations are important. We just went through a lot as we passed your season recently with a lot of structures that are simply dissolving away right now. I'm feeling too home structures. Many of you are redoing your homes. I get Cancer vibes too, redoing what your homes mean to you, what they look like. Some of you are renovating homes. Some of you are rebuilding, purchasing new homes, rebuilding, or starting from scratch because I see foundations being built, physical foundations. Others are moving and you're thinking about where do I want to live and how do I really want to live? I'm getting Marie Kondo. Some of you are decluttering or want to get rid of stuff right now, which is the perfect time during a full moon, is to release physical, mental, spiritual clutter, emotional as well. Some of you may also be at the other end of the spectrum. You are totally ignoring or shutting off your spirituality. You're like, nope. Signs, you can go away. Weird dreams, yeah, whatever. I'm getting a total, complete lack of interest or fear. You're like, I don't know what's going on. This is not real. I think I'm losing it. I feel like this is for a smaller percentage. Maybe 15, 20% or less. But this is the time, if you're starting to get signs that are different, that are new. I'm getting some religious. If you are very religious or you have practiced a religion for a long time, you may be freaking out at this time, wondering what in the world's going on. This doesn't happen. What I've learned all my life, this doesn't happen. Some of you may be freaking out because I got a nervous energy and I got religion. I saw all different religions in my head right now. You can intertwine religion with your spiritual practices. A lot of it has to simply do with being open and just openly diving in and questioning things and seeing what works for you, because your spiritual path is very much unique. What works for someone else will not work for another person. It's very much tailored to you as a soul. I really believe that. If anyone tries to tell you, well, you have to do it a certain way, you have to do this, you have to meditate this way, do that. Nope. What works for someone else doesn't work for another. Let's look into this. Full moon in Pisces. There we go. It's all the way at the end. Have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with the reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. So Pisces marks endings, right? It's the last zodiac sign in the astrological wheel. And so this full moon in Virgo, it's the only full moon in this sign for the year. We're also receiving a lot of this Piscean energy because of when this is occurring. So it's time to really dive deep into your emotions. But I also feel like for some of you, you are evading that, especially when it comes to your spiritual practice. Full moons are all about feeling your feelings, really letting things come up and just allowing them to and not resisting them, because when you resist, they stay stuck in you. I feel like many of you don't know where to start with your spiritual practices or how to balance that. I sense just a lot of, there's just a lot of transition for you all. I'm feeling that for my Cappies. A lot of transition, a lot of like movement, but not movement as in like traveling, movement as in getting things done. Like if you are moving to a new apartment, you guys are like getting boxes at maybe an office supply store or like a hardware store. You are getting things you need for a cross-country move or things like that. That's the type of movement I'm sensing. And some of you have not been able to balance your spiritual practices with what's going on every day. I'd be happy to do a video on that because it's hard when you balance life, or like real life, and your heads aren't in the spiritual clouds. It can be difficult when you consider all of your responsibilities. Okay, let's see what the manifesting Wingology has in store for you. I feel a very just resolute vibe with my Capricorns right now. You guys know what you want and you're making it happen. Feel fire energy too. I know I mentioned Libra and Taurus earlier. Some of you may have fire placements too, especially in your moon sign. Whew, we got 2 cards. Oh, shit. We got 3 cards, guys. Whoa. Lucky ducks. Full moon in Aquarius, be real. Okay, there's more. Full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. And last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. Some of you are definitely making transitions. You're leaving something behind. I strongly sense moving. I just sense like not traveling, but moving to a new abode, a new physical location, new geographic location, new type of infrastructure, maybe from a home to an apartment to a home, maybe something different. Wow, you're really cleaning up right now, things in your physical environment. Strongly getting that. Cool your emotions. I feel like this taps into how you may be feeling. A lot of you may be going up and down in your emotions and not really certain of how to deal with them. Some of you may be experiencing, I'm getting like separation of sorts. Could be endings, relationships, marriages, like a dissolution of marriage, relationships. Maybe you had a bad fight with roommates of some sort, I don't know. But this is for a small percentage of you. I don't feel like it speaks to everyone. Cool your emotions. Because I feel for the most part, I'm getting the calming energy. You guys are just level-headed right now. I'm not sensing many of you are pissed off, angry, and you're just like out to bite the world. I'm not getting that. But I do feel like many of you are finding out what it is that you want. This is a time actually to reevaluate your priorities, your values, what matters to you most, since we are under the influence of the North Nodes for the next 18 months in Taurus, right? And leaving the past behind. This is hard. This can not just be physically, but also mentally, emotionally, spiritually. There's something that's ending, that's coming to a close here, and you are transitioning to something different, something greater. Many of you, this has something to do with spirituality, your spiritual path, but I also feel like, it's ironic, I feel like a spiritual awakening, spiritual path type of vibe, but I also get physical earth. You're moving, like physical location. Some of you are in that transition. You got quite a few signs. You got Pisces, Aquarius, Aries, Capricorn. You got all of them. Water, fire, earth, and air. You guys may have many different aspects, any of these elements in your chart. Some of you may have a variety or an equal amount of air, earth, fire, water in your chart. But I feel like whatever you're leaving behind, there's almost like a settling down of feelings. For some, it may not have been a happy moment to leave. You may have been forced to leave. I'm getting pushed out, eviction. Whether that's a genuine eviction, like landlord tells you, okay, you're out when they post it on your door, or whether you yourself have evicted yourself from that space. You're like, I can't be here anymore. I'm self-evicting, I'm leaving. There's going to be, I feel the transition itself, I feel is going to go your way, whatever that is. But I feel like this full moon is going to allow you to release a lot of this that it's been building up, and a lot of just stress. I feel like many of you will cry, will just finally sit somewhere. I'm just feeling like that need to just sit there and just cry and realize how hard you've worked and everything that has finished and wrapped up in your life, and that will be starting new. I hope this has helped someone. I hope it resonated with someone. I got emotional all of a sudden. And I am wishing you a wonderful time, day, night, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much. Hi, my Caps, Capricorns. I completely forgot to do your self-care oracle. I almost felt pulled down by your energy of joining in on this transition. So forgive me, I am adding your self-care oracle right now because it is important to self-care no matter what is happening in life. Remember, it doesn't have to be big. As long as you take time out to do what that means for you, it really helps, especially during moments of transition. So many cards want to pop out. I'm having a strong feeling many of you are not engaging in self-care at the moment. Not at all. I got a bunch of cards that wanted to pop out. I think many of you are working, not necessarily like career, business-wise or in the job, but actually working towards something in transition right now. I got 55, write a gratitude list. 55 is a time of major change. You may be experiencing this right now in your life. And meditate, 35, 8, abundance. A lot of things are happening for you. I think whatever you are in transition, whatever is changing in your life right now will bring in abundance. But in self-care, this taps into the earthly nature, structure, right? I'm getting Virgo energy too. Write a gratitude list for everything that's been going on in your life that has helped you feel secure at the moment. Maybe you have access to amazing food. Maybe you have a car that takes you places, or you have a home that keeps you warm. Great time to tap into energy. Also meditate. All of these are actually amazing practices to integrate in a full moon ritual, so I'm not surprised they came up. This may be a little harder, I'm hearing, for my Capricorns, but meditation, again, it can look very different for everyone. You can walk in nature, you can take a bath and just lay there and just feel what you feel with bubbles, with salts, with smells. If you put music on, that could be meditation for you. You can do a formal meditation, and again, that varies. There's so many different types. Zen, guided, visualization, you can engage in any of those. Whatever it is, find a way to quiet your mind. Because I said this, I think, to one of your Earth siblings, Virgo or Taurus. I think it was Virgo. When you quiet the mind, you get a lot of answers, and they're subtle. They're not like, oh, hey, and then they say your name. This is what you need to hear today. No, it's very subtle, and it's a calming effect. So these are actually wonderful self-care practices for those in transition, because with a lot of change comes some uncertainty. There's fear, there's excitement, there's a whole shitload of emotions. Perhaps that's why you got that card, Cool Your Temper, or Cool Your Emotions. You may be feeling all over the place right now. An exciting adventure awaits you, whatever you're doing. I feel like on the other side, there's so many. I'm getting excited right now, but I'm also, you know, when you go off on a new adventure, you're going off to college or graduating high school or starting a new job, you have those butterflies, that uncertainty. That's what I'm feeling for you guys. So anyways, so sorry I forgot your oracle messages, but I added them here for self-care, and I hope these helped you. Thank you.